What's going on, guys? It's O from Mount Confidence, and in today's video I want to talk about how you can talk in public, be around people, talk around your friends, around people that you don't know, and not be nervous. Now, first things first, why does this happen? Why do we get in front of people and we just get nervous and we get the butterflies? This is something that's normal. Actually, one of the most common fears is speaking in public, speaking in front of people. It's just something that we eventually, our minds evolved to a point where we actually got really stressed out by this. Now, I know whenever I did a presentation in front of class, whether that was in middle school and high school, my heart rate would be like 180 beats per minute, and I would just shake. I remember I would hold the paper and I would shake, constantly. Now, here's something that I actually found very interesting. That nervousness never gets away, but it gets a lot better. Like, even now when I get in front of people and when I talk, my heart rate is elevated, but I no longer get the shakes. I'm able to be more stable, more confident, and I'm able to say what I need to say without messing up the words. And it's something that I've kind of learned throughout all these presentations that I had to do, all this talking in front of people, and eventually now I'm talking in front of many people on YouTube channel. My other channel had like 16,000 people on there, so like I just get in front of the camera and just talk and be myself. And so I worked my way up by doing several things. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about is faking it till you make it. So it's literally just lying to yourself and say that, are you kidding me? I'm confident enough to talk in front of all these people. I'm gonna do just great. And it's kind of like you get into the actual situation and you get the shakiness and your heart rate is elevated, but like you're constantly telling yourself in the back of your head, it's like, you got this. Don't even worry about it. Like, you're just stressed out. Whatever. Like, you're doing just fine. And that's what gets me through it. And the thing that I find, and this same thing goes with whenever I compete for physique. I would get on stage and I'm shirtless and I'm wearing broad shorts and I'm always nervous. I've done like 6-7 shows, and every time I get on stage, I'm very nervous. I'm like shaking and my heart rate is really elevated. But what I found is that after like 2 minutes or so, once I build that momentum, I no longer, I lose that nervousness. And so you kind of have to just push yourself at the beginning, faking it, lying to yourself that you're gonna be great, even when you're experiencing all this anxiety, is you're just lying to yourself constantly in the back of your head. It's like, no, you got this, you don't look weird, don't even worry about it, you're good, you're doing amazing, right? That's the first thing. The second thing is to visualize yourself right before, talking in front of people. Visualize yourself standing there, being confident, being strong, clenching your fists, right? Clenching your fists and standing up straight, right? And not collapsing and going forward. Standing up straight, externally rotating, and just visualizing yourself, closing your eyes, visualizing yourself that while you're doing it, and you're doing an excellent job at this. This will increase your confidence, and so when you do get in that situation and get nervous, you're still confident even though you're a little nervous. And so you end up doing a lot better. So it's really key that you visualize right before doing this activity. The other thing that I want to talk about is to breathe. So I know this is hard because you're nervous, you're stressed out, your body thinks it's dying, right? Breathe. Deep breaths. Breathing will calm down your nervous system. So right now what's going on is your nervous system is going into this fight or flight. So it literally thinks that it's dying, but you're not. You're just speaking in front of people. So your synapses are firing, your things are going on in your mind. So by breathing and talking, taking some pauses, right? Taking a few pauses here and there, kind of, while you're talking, you can just focus on your breath, okay, while you're talking. And it looks normal, you get better at it. People don't see that you're actually focusing on your breath while you're talking. So before you start, see, I just took a deep breath, and now as I'm talking, I'm releasing that breath. And then here I am talking again, right? It's a skill that you get better and better at, and this calms down your nervous system, calms you down so that you're able to no longer feel nervous and you don't even need to focus on your breath anymore. The other thing that I want to talk about is stop trying to control how nervous you get, because in my experience, you never completely stop being nervous. Guys, the best motivational speakers out there, the top of the game, they still get nervous when they come out and talk. Comedians, they admit that they get nervous when they get on stage. But again, they build that momentum. They, practice this visualization techniques. They practice this, breath work. They practice mindfulness. They practice just viewing yourself as lying to themselves and saying that this is going to be a piece of cake, when it really is not a piece of cake, because you experience all these unpleasant feelings. So it really does have to do with how you view yourself before going up on stage or going up on just talking in front of people, and while you're doing it, convincing yourself constantly as you're talking and breathing that you're doing an amazing job. So these tips I hope have been helpful. The next time you gotta do something, you gotta do something in front of people, remember to breathe, visualize yourself, fake it, act like you know exactly what you're talking about, even if you don't, and act like you're just a confident badass, and stop trying to control how nervous you get, because it's not gonna happen where if you're over controlling, that's just gonna cause you to feel more anxious. Yes, you want to calm down yourself, but you're also not obsessed and attached to this feeling, because if you get attached and you're scared of this feeling, then it's not gonna make you feel any better, right? So give the video a thumbs up to support the channel, to help your bro grow. Share this video with a friend to help them out with this problem that they're having, and click that subscribe button if you haven't done so. Got tons of videos, tons of projects coming up soon. O from Out Confidence, out.